book has more credibility than this book. This book came before this book.
Yeah,
This one is 1500 years older than this.
Yeah.
And also, not because it's older, because it's older, that means it's right. No. Because what is written in it makes more sense than what is written here.
Bible say one woman, one man.
Yes.
Quran
Four women, one man, four women.
Yeah. What
Yes.
I do? It is my need. It is my need to eat, to drive, to work, and to wife. Also, what I do what I can do. What you say about this?
Follow Jesus. Jesus, one man, one wife.
Yeah. It's my problem. I cannot.
Why can't you? Why
I
can't
can only what I do?
you cannot marry only one woman?
Yeah.
No, you should marry one woman. If you can't marry one woman, that means you're greedy.
No, but I need for wife.
If you need four wives, you're greedy.
I should made it to live in here in Canada with me.
Well, because Canada is based on the Christian fundamental beliefs.
Yeah.
That's how Canada is. You can marry four wives in Saudi Arabia and all of other places, but in Canada you can't. Because Canada is based on the Judeo-Christian principles.
I can marry with with African women here. No problem.
No problem. You just don't. You just only allow one wife.
If I follower of the Bible,
Yeah.
that cannot marry to marry. Because my wife in Afghanistan, it is my problem that I need for her.
Well, you have to find a way to bring your wife.
God is no small. God is big.
Yes.
God said, I create for you ground, sky, and all things between them. Yeah. So please use this. Why I cannot use from wife?
Well, it's also find out how many wives did Adam have.
I don't know, but more. But in Quran,
How many wives does Adam have? Adam, the first man. How many wives did he have? Hawa, exactly.
Yeah.
Why didn't he have 5 Hawas or 4 Hawas?
But the messenger.
But if God gave him everything, why didn't he give him 4 Hawas?
No, it is necessary because maybe woman is good and man is small because fight they died everywhere. More women cannot get one husband. They will give more women for themselves to distribute their love for between them and
You can only marry one wife. You can't have love for 2 wives or 4 wives. You can only have love for one wife.
What is my problem? What I can do?
Because you need to be born again.
Born again, yeah.
You need to be born again, anew. You need to come to Jesus and receive him, and you get a new heart, a new spirit, and you will no longer desire for 3, 4 wives. You will desire one wife. The problem is that your heart has not been changed. Your heart is not changed. Only Jesus can change your heart.
That for 1 minute I will leave Islam and come to Bible.
Yeah. You should leave Islam and come to God and come to Jesus.
And then I can marry.
And God will give you a new heart. And then when you have new heart, you will not desire 4 women anymore. You will only desire one. You see, Islam is about sex.
But I am strong.
Huh?
But I am strong.
I know, but
wife cannot stand against me.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
Can. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. It's not. God created you to marry one wife. Abraham, how many wives did Abraham have? Sarah, one wife. And then he later after Sarah, he married another when Sarah died. But one wife. How many wives did Moses have? Musa?
That
How
is-
many wives?
That's very
How many wives did Musa have?
that yeah. What that is very good that you know Bible in your Quran.
Huh?
But
I know both, but I know both, and now I can compare. I know that this one is
what
better.
You think about the God? It is same God?
No.
Or different?
Different God.
It is different God.
Yes. Muslim worship Allah. This is Allah's book. This is not Allah's book. This is Yahweh's book.
But in Islam say that please believe to Isa.
Isa, yes.
Yeah.
But
Please
the problem.
believe to Bible.
But the
Please
pro-
believe Bible.
But the
Bible.
yes.
Why you know believe to Quran?
Well, because the Bible tells us not to believe the Quran.
But Quran said to believe to Bible.
I know.
But it's better.
Quran, the Bible came before the Quran. The Bible came before the Quran. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
That, yeah, I know.
We're the people of the book. Ali Katab, people of the book. Okay, the Bible came first before the Quran.
Muslim people believe
And so Quran-
to four books.
Yes.
Tawrat, Injil.
Yes, this is Tawrat and Injil.
Yeah.
And the Quran plagiarized the Bible, but he messes it up. And then the Bible said no, the Quran is wrong. Quran said the Bible is right. The Bible said Quran is wrong.
Why?
That's the dilemma.
What difference? Allah
Because in
said-
this book, Allah says you can marry a 6-year-old girl. In this book, you can't marry a 6-year-old girl. In this book, you can beat your wife. In this book, you can't beat your wife. In this book, you can marry 4, 5, 6, 700, 7 wives.
just-
In this book, you only want one.
Just four.
That's only
Just four. When
only if you can afford it.
When you cannot just think that give one.
Exactly. That you know that
Yeah.
you can marry more than 5, more than 1. How many did Muhammad have?
11.
14.
11. But one died. In
How many was married? 14 wives. He has more than 14 wives.
yeah, 12.
Muhammad. Yes. So, and this book said that Yeshua didn't die. This book said Yeshua died and rose again on the 3rd day.
Yeah.
You see? You see the difference? That it's not the same God.
You're a good man. But please believe to both.
Huh?
I believe to both.
You can't believe both.
I believe both. To both good. It is also needs people. This also needs people.
On the surface, you can
It is joined to Allah.
on
It's
the
joined
surface
to God.
on
No
the
problem.
okay. Why does this book say that that Jesus never died on a cross? Why did this book say that?
In the book said that you please believe to the Bible, Zabur, Quran.
I know it
and
says
believe
that.
to Isa, to Musa,
I
to
know.
Dawud, to
I know.
124,000 messenger of Allah come to
Yeah,
the world.
yeah.
For lead the people, for lead the humanity. It is
But for how many 125,000 prophets God sent, and none of them ever said that you should marry 6-year-old.
and it is very small item that
And none of them say- and none of them-
I remind you.
And none of them say you can beat
Just
your
I
wife.
wanted
Eh?
just wanted solve my problem. Just I wanted solve my problem.
Well,
about the
this book
marriage.
says you can do Mut'a. This book says you can't.
So now I follow this and I get married.
If you follow this,
If you this
you will
problem,
get.
I cannot marry. But I need why?
Well, if you because this book is made for flesh.
I can.
This book is made for the spirit.
For one, I cannot marry and I will die.
Huh?
Without an enjoyment, I will die.
Without enjoyment,
Why you married?
why I married?
Yeah.
Well, God said you should have one wife, one husband, one wife. So that's what I'm saying. God has to change your mind. Your mind has to be changed. Your your heart has to be changed to accept this book, to accept this Bible. You have to be born again. With this book, you don't have to be born again. You can continue the way you are. You're okay. You can go, continue, because the Prophet Muhammad was never born again. Mind was never changed. This book, you have to become a spirit being. This book, you have to become a fleshly man. So that's the difference. If you know these two books well, like I know them, these two books, you will only follow this book.
I believe both.
Well, you cannot believe both.
I use the strength which does it.
So then, why is it that this book says you should love your neighbor, and this book says you should not? This book says you should not even be friends with Christians.
No.
Surah 551.
Yes, I know.
But it says you should not have friends with Christians. This book.
No, you are my friend. I can. You are
You can't.
No.
According to this book. According to this book.
No. Allah has
Awliya, right?
Rabbil Alameen. It is all of the people. God is not just Muslimin. As for Christian also, Rabbul Alameen for all the people.
So then why does he say don't be friends with Christians and Jews?
My friend, my Christian was my friend. It's my mind.
But that means you're not.
I love human.
But that means you're not listening to Allah.
Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist.
I know. For you, yes.
Yeah, you.
But for Allah, Allah said no. You shouldn't do that. You read Arabic, right?
Yeah. Hey,
you got that right. You got that right. So this book says you can't be friends with Christians and Jews, but this book says you can. You love people, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You see, these people say love your neighbor as you love yourself. This book says to fight those who do not believe. Fight them until they pay the jizya. This book says you love people and bring them to me, to God.
And this item
so that's the
and this item I believe to.
If you believe this book, you won't believe this book. You can't believe the two are together. It doesn't happen. You can't believe the two together because they both contradict each other.
It is no problem. But
this book said this book is wrong, and this book said this book is wrong, and then it also says it's good. It's right. This book can't make up his mind. This book makes up his mind, knows what is what. See? You see? As a Christian, I'm told to love you and show you love, the love of God. No, that you will not following. You're not following Allah. To Allah, you're not supposed to love me. You're supposed to be against me. You see? That's why I said there's two.
But you human, I love you.
But it's not Allah's. No, according to Allah, no.
That you Christian, Buddhist, also again. But human, I respect you.
I know. I believe you.
Just. Who created Christian?
God. Yes.
Why that he said that you no love?
Well, then this book is wrong. Then. Well, this book is wrong. Then, right? I know, I believe what you believe. I believe you're supposed to love other people. I believe you.
Yeah.
But this book says you don't.
Maybe.
So that's the problem. So can you explain to me why? So that's why I'm saying, and when you put these two books on the scale, this book will win every time. This book is heavier than this book. This book is very light. This book is heavy. On a scale, they will not balance each other. This would outweigh this book on a scale. So I want you to take. You can have one for free, It's, you can have one for free and read it. Huh?
I have.
You have this at home? You have the complete Bible?
I want to study all up to the end and then compare which one is better.
Compare which one. Well, listen to the person who have done it, but I will have you do it yourself to confirm for yourself. But when at the end of the day you find out that this book has more credibility than this book. This book came before this book.
You know.
Yeah, this one is 1500 years older than this.
Yeah.
And also not because it's older, because it's older that means it's right. No, because what is written in it makes more sense than what is written here. You know, here you love your enemy. Here you fight those who do not believe until they pay the jizya. You know, Muhammad said, I've been commanded to fight all people until they say La ilaha illallah. And Muhammad, and if they say that, their property and is free from me.
I know believe it that kill people.
But that's what Muhammad commanded. The Surah 929, eh?
Sometime he maybe obligated to say that and cry.
I know you're a peaceful man. I know you seem like a peaceful man. You seem like you're an educated and peaceful man. But the book you're following is really not peaceful. You read Arabic, right? Of course you read Arabic. So you're from Afghanistan. So read that. Does it say not to? Is it said to love Christians, or does it say to fight them? And you see, it's good that when you read Arabic.
But I know that.
Huh?
But I do know. I do know.
You what?
I know want to do this. Okay. I do know.
Well then, why don't you come to Jesus? Why don't you come to Jesus?
I want to love people.
You're more Christian than a Muslim. I think you're leaning towards Christian more than Islam. You know, you should come to Christ. You should come to Christ. You look more like you think more like a Christian. You try to love people, and you know that what Allah is saying is not true, because Allah cannot tell you to love other people. He tells you to hate them. You know that that's not true.
That was great.
Huh?
Maybe I don't know what.
It is.
Allah should not small that he killed the people.
But this is the word of Allah, right?
He should be great.
Yes.
Created the people,
but
like Christian, like Buddhist, like Hindu.
Yeah. I believe. But don't you think that this book is you think Allah is lying here in this book?
But I confuse it.
No, it's not confusing. You know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true.
I will try to find.
God is telling you it's true. You know that. You know it's true. But something is trying to stop you from listening. Jesus is the only way.
You should more think about it.
Huh?
I will think about it.
I don't. We don't fault Jesus.
Why say this talk in Quran? Why say?
Huh?
Why he say this Quran? Such, please kill the people. Why?
Why he said that? Because they don't believe in Muhammad as a prophet. They should be killed. That's what he says. In Christian Christ, if somebody don't believe, you're supposed to try to convince them to tell them to believe. Give them reasons to believe. Don't kill them. But this book says kill them.
Please.
So
again.
Yeah, love them and try to show them the truth, not kill them. It didn't tell me, because you're Muslim I should hate you. No, Christ doesn't tell me that. But this book said if because I'm a Christian, you should kill
What do
me
you have to say about
because I'm a Christian.
I don't want the path.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
So I think you're not far from Jesus. I think you're not far away from Christ. We'll see you some day.
Yeah.
Turn to Jesus, trust in him.
Oh yeah, this is good.
All right, brother.
Okay.
God bless you.